Well, hello, everybody. How are you doing? Becky, Raney.
And I'm Larry.
Yeah, and we're here today to talk to you about the 10 most popular essential oils. And we are just so excited to share with you our journey. And I started with essential oils, gosh, back in 2013. Because before that, I was really sick. We owned a print shop, and I had major food allergies, and I wasn't sleeping at night, and just really having a terrible time remembering things, and just really just actually functioning as a person. and and so one day, a girlfriend introduced me to these essential oils, and my life changed completely. And I know they helped you out quite a bit too, Larry,
Well, I
right?
think, yeah, that was the big thing for us that got started because nothing we had tried for you worked. I mean, years of doctors, tons of trying different diets or foods that you could eat or couldn't eat, and so it was just a blessing, a miracle that these oils came into our lives and really helped you. And at the time, I didn't know what they could do for me, but you gave me my first experience with oil was wild orange. And I just took it aromatically. Becky put a drop in my hands and I smelled it. And I always kind of had trouble sleeping and falling asleep. And it was such an uplifting oil. But for me, when I feel uplifted, I feel really relaxed. And I slept so well that first night after just smelling this oil, that made me happy.
Yeah,
So that was my first experience with doTERRA essential oils.
yeah, you just smelled it.
Yeah,
You
I
didn't even
didn't.
take it internally or anything. It was incredible.
No, no, I wouldn't have known what to do.
So when we go through and look at the journey, we started doing doTERRA and using essential oils, and we realized that it's a whole lifestyle process. And this is a wonderful chart to take a look at where, I was working on my digestive issues where I was having so many issues with that. And, I wasn't able to sleep. My stress and my sleep was off the charts. It was just terrible. And I was having a hard time. Actually, I used to run and exercise quite a bit, and I was just really having a hard time with the energy. And so when you're looking at all these areas and aspects of our life, these oils fit in with everything to help us be more informed with our self care and actually be proactive in learning about why it's so important. I mean, if you don't have your health, you don't have anything really, right? And so you can't go out and enjoy life to the fullest.
Yeah, and that's why I like that the lifestyle chart that doTERRA puts out because it really does make the foundation your nutrition and your digestion. So then it goes up like movement. And those are basic things. Like if you're doing those things, that you really have a good foundation for health. And then as you move up, you're looking at, am I getting enough rest and enough good sleep every day? Am I managing stress, which is huge? And then self care would be, what am I doing for myself to support any issues I might have, and then getting informed about that.
Yeah. So, when you talk about that, Larry, a lot of people aren't even really present to really what's not working well for them. And, back to this chart, I keep flipping back and forth here, but if you notice here, these little boxes, if you were to rate yourself between 1 and 10 within each area here, like what is your nutrition? A lot of people think that they do eat really well. Like I eat healthy, I eat really green, I eat lots of vegetables and blah, blah, blah. Well, I would have to tell you that even if you think you're eating green, you're still not getting most of the nutrients in your body because we have so many um, processed foods and so many things. Yes, you got that, but even with the green foods, they don't have as much nutrients in them as they used to 50 years ago because the the soil has been over farmed and a lot of the nutrients have been actually just farmed out of the
Yeah, a lot
soil.
of things are just have been depleted over the years of the real value that they used to have.
If you go through and you look at and you rate yourself, let's say from 1 to 10, 10 being really great, and you give yourself a 7, well, what it would it take to be an 8?
Hmm.
And so when we go through and we look at all these different things, really, what are your health priorities? If you're to think about, yeah, I could eat better. I could, I'm not exercising every day. And I don't exercise every day because I don't have the motivation, or I have a sore knee, or things like that. And then maybe you have something that's might be a little more serious, like maybe somebody's dealing with diabetes, or somebody's dealing with we're worried about this pandemic with our wellness, right? With our immune system. So
Mhm.
maybe you want to really work on your immune system so that you don't, that you have a better fighting chance to fight off some of these things, right? And so I want to ask yourself, how long have you been dealing with these issues? Like, have you been dealing with them for over a couple of years, or over 10 years, or most of your life? What would it be like if you didn't have to deal with those things anymore? Like if they didn't take over your whole life and run your whole life?
Yeah, yeah, a lot of things just get in the way, and we just kind of put up with them.
Yeah. And you feel like you got kind of start to tell yourself, like I did with my stomach, that, well, this is the way it is. And you kind of like, I don't know, I want to say
You
slide into
you
the
kind
the
of yeah,
lower.
well, you kind of figure out how to live with it and how you deal with things on a day-to-day basis, you know.
Yeah.
Some days may be all right, certain tolerable, and some days, may be worse where it really, affects your
Ability to go to work.
activities, or yeah,
Yeah.
or your day-to-day activities and stuff like that.
So, I mean, how much did that cost you if you were missing work? And if what is your vitality if you're not able to play with your grandchildren, or go out and even raise children, right? And so we want to just introduce you to these 10 oils that are the most popular oils that doTERRA has. And when you're looking at a kit of oils, this is like a medicine cabinet right at your fingertips. There's so many uses that these oils can cover and use. Like if you look at the first four, they're very, very popular for helping build up your immune system. We also have cooking promises, and we have hair and skin issues, that we can help work with. We got cleaning and disinfecting, making sure that your home is going to be sanitized. We also have detoxing your body and mood boosters. We have seasonal threats if you tend to deal with allergies and things like that. We
Uh-huh.
have skin issues, stress issues, ways to help you um, calm your body down with stress. In India, I understand it's super hot, so peppermint is a really popular oil in India to use the spray, and you can spray your body down to cool it off, and gives you more energy and more focus. And also we have breathe oil, so with that respiratory issues as well. Um, we have digestive issues, and again, this DigestZen is a wonderful oil, and why I started doing doTERRA. And Larry, you tend to like the deep blue, right?
Deep Blue was a really important oil when we first started, because I did have joint pain that did kind of limit my activity on a day-to-day basis. And like I said, some days it flared up and it was worse, and it was very hard to function. And there were other times where it wasn't as severe, but it was always there. But boy, taking the Deep Blue really alleviated and soothed those issues. But I look at these oils, and these are like, I wish we'd have got a kit like this when we first joined, because we ended up buying all these oils eventually. But these are oils that are just the 10 most important oils to have when you start. And I look at those bottles of oils and look at so many of them, a majority of them that we use every day.
Yes, exactly right.
Mhm.
And so let's take a deep dive into these, shall we? And let's start with the lemon oil. And lemon oil is your most popular, your most favorite oil, right,
Why not?
Larry?
Yeah, it's an everyday oil. It's so important for us to get enough water every day, and I didn't until I was introduced to lemon and started putting a drop of lemon oil in my water, and that made me drink more water, and in just the purifying effects that it has, and the nourishment that it has for your body when you drink it internally, is just such a bonus for your health.
Yeah, it's very refreshing. It's a detoxifier. It helps purify the body and improves the digestion in your system. And that's what you're experiencing when you drink that. Another thing that it's really great for is nourishing the skin. A lot of people like to put a few drops on a cotton ball, and women, especially before you go to sleep at night, and then you can just use that to cleanse your face, and it just feels really good. And it helps reduce cell and tissue damage and that are caused by the free radicals. And also, it can work as an anti-tumor agent. Studies have shown that there's constituents like limonene, which is a major component of lemon essential oil and is an anti-tumor and chemotherapeutic effects
Yeah.
in that. So,
Yeah, the other reason I like lemon is that, we put it in, with our On Guard and just in a glass spray bottle and use it as counter cleaners and stuff in our kitchens and our bathrooms.
mhm.
And it's just the antimicrobial cleaning agent in it, just makes it wonderful, and it just makes the kitchen and the bathroom smell wonderful.
So also too with lemon oil, it helps with oral health. And when you take it internally, you can put it on your toothbrush and it will actually help with the oral thrush and bad breath, whitens your teeth and prevents tooth decay. It also is, like you were saying earlier, when you like it, where you drink it in the water, it also relieves cough and stimulates the lymphatic drainage. And being antibacterial and antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties, it really helps with those pathogens and reducing swelling in those lymph nodes. So that's really important. In that process too, we're also talking about weight loss, and so again, those things are super important
Just
there.
just all these added benefits to lemon oil.
So let's just go ahead and start talking about the lavender.
Sure. So lavender essential oils office, it's considered, a must-have oil, and because it's just has so many uses. It's very calming and relaxing aroma, promotes a really peaceful and restful environment. So it's really conducive to helping you sleep and ease just the feelings of tension when you use it either aromatically, topically, or internally. So, some of the benefits of uh, of lavender oil or its antioxidant protection. So, free radicals like toxins, chemicals, and pollutants are arguably the most dangerous and most common risk factors for everyday disease that affect everyone. Free radicals are responsible for shutting down your immune system and causing unbelievable damage to your body. So that's an important, factor of using, lavender every day. And then it also helps treat metabolic levels like increased blood glucose, which is a hallmark of diabetes. It's metabolic disorders, especially like in fat metabolism. So it helps alleviate those types of things, and it's a great liver and kidney antioxidant depletion method too. So it has so many uses, and it's such a vital oil to use every day. And you can see right there for those reasons why it is an important oil to use every day. And there's just a bunch of little side benefits of lavender too.
Well, and I was trying to put this all down into one side, and I just decided it was just too hard because these benefits were so powerful. And like one of the surprising ones for me is supporting brain function with the neurological benefits that the lavender don't stop its ability to treat depression and boost mood. And sometimes you just get that way. And it also, research shows that it serves as a potential natural treatment for Alzheimer's.
Hmm.
So improving mood and reducing stress is just all part of that whole
I think
function.
it's all part of that. Just the calming, relaxing effect that it has on you. Just helps that, and creates such a benefit for our bodies and our brains and stuff like that. One of the things I really really love about lavender is that it's a great treatment for burns and cuts. So to have this oil in the kitchen is really a must, because everybody burns their hand on a pot or a pan sometime or another, or like if you're like me, you do it frequently. And to put that on there and have that take that burn pain away almost immediately, and then for it to alleviate and never leave like a blister or anything behind, it's just incredible. And the first time I did it, I was just so amazed.
And it's hard to even explain because it
Yeah,
just seems so fake, like
yeah,
that's not true.
that's not true, but it
Yeah.
works. It
Yeah.
really does.
Mhm.
So for that is one of the number one reasons I love lavender.
Also too with promoting healthy skin and hair, just like the lemon, it's just got really great properties for that. And also relieves headaches. So if you're one of those millions of people struggling with tension and migraine headaches, lavender is just a natural remedy you're looking for. It's one of the essential oils that induces relaxation. And so a lot of time we have headaches because of the stress and the tension. And so this is where it helps benefit that. And because of that, where it's helping relax and reduce stress and stuff, it will help you with your insomnia. And so I'm using that for helping you sleep better. I always like to rub it on the bridge of my nose and maybe right here on the top of my lip. It's nice before I go to sleep, but it really does knock me
Yeah,
out.
you mentioned that too, and there's my second reason why I like lavender too. If you do suffer from allergy symptoms or something like that, where you do get congested, try that. Lavender is a wonderful oil just to put a drop on your fingertip and rub it over the bridge of your nose, and it really will clear up that congestion. Um,
Yeah, it will open up your airways in your nose. It acts like an antihistamine. It's
yeah,
incredible.
it's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. And of course, relieving pain is another benefit. And it also is listed as a complementary therapy for cancer. So again, so many uses for these oils, it's just really incredible.
Yeah.
Oh, so peppermint is the next one. So peppermint is high in menthol content, so it sets apart from all the other oils because it helps make you very alert. I
Mhm.
always like to use peppermint by just taking a drop and putting it on my hand and going like this and breathing in. It's just incredible. So again, we haven't talked about how you can use these oils. You can use them aromatically, you can use them topically, and you can use them internally.
Yep.
And so basically, when you're taking peppermint, aromatically is just a really fast way to get it into the brain. But you can also use it to rub on your stomach. It freshens breath. You can put it in your mouth. It helps with seasonal allergy relief. It helps with energy. It helps with tummy issues, which is IBS for irritable bowel syndrome. And if you have sore muscles and joint pain, again, headaches. So, of course, I couldn't just limit this slide either. I had to go into a little more
We
deep
had to go
dive.
through a lot of things, but before that, I just want to say, we give people peppermint if they've never had a real experience with a pure, potent essential oil. And so putting a drop in the palm of your hand, and I always did this before I went and exercised because it was wonderful. And rub your hands together, cup your hands over your nose and mouth, and breathe it in. And I'm telling you, it clears up any brain fog or any sense of tiredness or sluggishness that you have. And it just gets you ready to go. And it is such an energizer. And that's what I think the biggest effect for peppermint is for me. Sometimes you'd go to do something and you might be tired or going like bored or whatever, but taking a hit of peppermint changes everything. And so it is great. And here's some other wonderful things that peppermint works for. It promotes hair growth and reduces dandruff. So it's such a wonderful oil to put a drop into your shampoo and just use it in your shampoo every day. This is a wonderful way to reduce dandruff or promote hair growth.
It's a natural stimulant to the hair follicles, so it helps cleanse them too.
Uh,
Sometimes the skin on top of our head tends to get clogged with the pores get clogged and stuff. So this is just a nice way to keep it um, at its best performance, I guess. Look, Larry, it also says that it's an anti-cancer agent. Look at those lavender, lemon, and peppermint are also really important oils to use as a daily regimen. Um, there's studies that support this, and you can go to pubmed.gov, which is another site that you can research different essential oils and how they can benefit you in the medical setting. Like if you had a bug bite, you can actually take a drop of peppermint oil and put on top of that bug bite. It will help relieve the itchiness. Good for lots of different things regarding skin issues and itching and rashes and things like that. It repels bugs naturally. So if you are outside and stuff, you can spray this on. Or we had ants in our kitchen one time, and we just used that and put it on the floor and sprayed it around, and those ants disappeared. They
Yeah,
said, "No way."
they were gone. Yeah,
They didn't want
they
to.
just appeared. They do not like peppermint oil.
Yeah, so that's a really good trick on that. Reduces nausea. And so a lot of pregnant women like to drink peppermint tea
Hmm.
to help calm their stomachs down with the nausea. This is really great for that. And sunburn protection. If you take lavender and peppermint and put in a spray bottle and just spray it on your sunburn or something, it's just incredible, the cooling sensation. And with the burn, the benefits that the lavender does with burns, it just really knocks that out of the park.
Yeah. And so oregano oil is, common examples of condition that oregano oil will help is athlete's foot or toenail fungus. You can put it directly on the nail, twice a day, and you can help control and get toenail fungus and athlete's foot under control. Great for common colds. It's a natural antibiotic. You can take it internally, mixed in water or with some coconut oil, or you can put a drop into a veggie cap and take it internally that way. So great for being a natural antibiotic for that. It's good for gingivitis. So can combine oregano oil with coconut oil and use it just by swishing it around in your mouth, kind of like you would do for oil pulling. Earaches. It's wonderful, to put on a drop on a cotton ball and just sit it on just the edge of your ear shell and let that aromatically compound effect really alleviate the aches and pains of an earache. It's good for toothaches where you can rub it directly on your tooth. Be careful. Oregano is a very strong and powerful oil, and it's known as very hot oil too. So it's good for bronchitis and croup. You can take it in a couple glasses. You can put a couple drops in a glass of water for that. It's good for ringworm, where you can mix oregano with coconut oil and apply it topically, daily. Or you can put it into a little glass spray bottle with some tea tree and oregano, and you can spray that um, in your shoes and stuff like that. So you can disinfect those. And it's really good for digestive issues and problems such as acid reflux and small intestinal bacterial overgrowth. So, it can treat candida and yeast infections. You follow it with a probiotic. You can take that internally by putting 1 or 2 drops, in a veggie capsule and take it internally that way. Make sure you stay away from any sugars with that.
Yeah, it's incredible. And tea tree is also, I like to think oregano and tea tree are kind of partners when it comes to their antiviral, antibacterial properties. It works wonderful for like when you have feeling like you're getting those seasonal threats coming along. You can take a drop of oregano and a drop of tea tree, and then we're going to talk about another oil here, On Guard, and you can add lemon to it too, and put a cup of steaming hot water and put a drop of each of those in there and put a towel over your head and lower your nose into the steam of the water and breathe in. And oh my goodness, that really does a number on the flu that you're trying to catch or the cold.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. For head congestion, that is a wonderful, wonderful remedy.
yeah, it's great. So tea tree has been well known for many skin benefits,
Hmm.
like anything from psoriasis, eczema. Oh my gosh, acne. You can take a cotton ball and just kind of use it to clean that up. You can dry scalp. Add some into your shampoo if you have dandruff. That's a really great way to work with that. And even head lice and scabies. I know that sometimes when a child goes to school and they have lice and it spreads like wildfire, everybody gets it. And so add it to your shampoo and plus some fractionated coconut oil, maybe rub that in the hair before the child goes to sleep at night. And you can even wrap it up in a towel to keep it all kind of fumigated in there. And that works amazing. It's really great for urinary tract infections, bloodstream infections, strep throat, cold sores, any viral infections like that. Just incredible. Also relieves congestion and respiratory tract infections, like we just said. But I like to do that with that cup method. We call it the cup method. And also use it as a natural household cleaner. Add a few, maybe 10 drops to a big spray bottle, and I have one right here. And a spray bottle, you can, by adding, filling it up with water and maybe 10 drops of Melaleuca, 10 drops of On Guard. It works amazing around the house to sanitize things. So
Yeah, so many oils are really powerful antimicrobials in working on killing bacteria and stuff like that. So here is the king of oils.
the
King of all the oils is frankincense oil or boswellia. So when in doubt about using anything, reach for frankincense. Because frankincense is such a powerful, important everyday oil, and I've always used frankincense every day. So it can support healthy immune and nervous system function when taken internally. I take it. Some people like to put drops right under their tongue. Some people like to put some on their thumb and put on the roof of their mouth. I tend to take it in a veggie cap, a couple drops in a veggie cap, and take it internally that way. Like I said, it supports healthy cellular function. It may help fight cancer and deal with chemotherapy side effects. It helps reduce stress reactions and negative emotions. So it's great for such stress reduction and keeping you positive and stuff like that. So it's also an astringent and can kill harmful germs and bacteria. It helps reduce the appearance of skin imperfections when applied topically. So it protects the skin and prevents even signs of aging. So, good on wrinkles and stuff like that, but very good on skin imperfections and blemishes. So works awesome for that. Take it internally or aromatically every day, improves memory. It helps balance hormones and improves fertility. It eases digestion, so it supports the digestive system, properly detox and produce, good bowel movements and stuff like that. And it acts as a sleep aid too, so lowering levels of anxieties and chronic stress that keep you up at night. Just taking some frankincense aromatically before bed would be very helpful if you suffer from nighttime anxiety or stress. And finally, it helps decrease inflammation and pain. So great to use topically if you got arthritis, any inflammation issues that you may have, shoulders, knees, backs, things like that. And it's really good for arthritis too. Those are some of the things that frankincense is really powerful for. And like I said, it's such an awesome oil, and it's such an important oil to use every day.
Yeah, that's a king of oils, that's for sure. And when we're talking about the doTERRA On Guard, I think that's a king of oils too. On Guard during the pandemic was just a powerful, powerful tool to have, and I think it should be in everybody's home every day using this, like rubbing it on the roof of your mouth, like you said. I love it in my coffee and tea, but it really helps support the immune and nervous system. And when we talk about doTERRA On Guard, all the oils we talked up to this point are single oils. This oil is a blend of a bunch of single oils. So it's something that doTERRA came up with as a proprietary blend. And so it's a combination of wild orange peel, clove bud, cinnamon leaf, cinnamon bark, eucalyptus leaf, and rosemary leaf oils. It smells amazing. I love to diffuse it in our living room, especially if we know the weather's changing and we feel like maybe we might be getting a little bit of a sore throat or something. And it's just really wonderful. Again, like I said, I love it in my coffee. You can use it also as an astringent cleaner. So you can use it for making a counter cleaner, like we said earlier with the Melaleuca. And you can use it for hand soap or hand sanitizer, and just fun to make a lot of different things with it.
I mean, just an everyday oil that we use every morning, and uh, great to put on your toothpaste and stuff like that. But just, I you can't even. I kind of think about like how many things have we avoided because we use On Guard oil. Um, and
That's a good point.
but yeah, it just keeps us healthy and humming along, and we wouldn't be without it.
Yeah, so I mean, you made a good point. Like you can go and look underneath your in your cupboards and see all the different cleaners and the hand sanitizers and different stuff that you've used and what you paid for them. I mean, this is just one thing that you can use for all of that.
Yeah,
So it's just really,
yeah,
really
it,
smart.
it is such a great oil.
Ah, so this oil here is my friend. This oil is why I started doTERRA as the DigestZen oil. Again, this is a blend called the Digestive Blend, and it contains peppermint, coriander, ginger, caraway, cardamom, fennel, and anise essential oils. It can be used for motion sickness. It can be used for bloating and gas, which is really what my problem was. Even often if people are having like um, diarrhea or constipation. It just really helps them support the body and regulating. And it's a great companion for that reason. It's a great companion for traveling, or if you're going to try a new recipe when you're over at someone's house and you just maybe not quite sure if that's a good one for you or not.
Might be a hot, spicy dish.
Yeah, so the simple uses on that might be just to rub on your stomach after the meal or even before the meal and or add it to water or tea and to help regulate the digestive system
Yeah,
there.
yeah. When we first got introduced to doTERRA oils, DigestZen was the first oil that Becky's friend had given her, because she knew of her digestive issues and how long she'd suffered. And so, but I, tried digestion, not out of necessity, because I, for years, took antacids, always took antacids because I love Mexican food, spicy food in general. But I always got indigestion or acid reflux, and I always took over the counter things. And then it had by that time had graduated to taking prescription um, things like Prilosec and Nexium, and had taken those for years. And Becky suggested that I try this, so I started using it topically, and little by little, I'd stopped taking all of those over-the-counter and prescription medications that I took for my heartburn and my acid reflux. And so um, I think this helped me so much. And it's not an oil I need to use every day anymore. And I use it occasionally when I do get stomach upset or indigestion or feel stomach aches or pains and stuff like that. And it soothes it and alleviates it very quickly.
Well, and our gut is the gateway to our health. And so if we can help get on top of their stomach issues, and some people say, well, my stomach's fine. But again, I would ask you to look and see if you're just dealing with stuff because you think that's just the way it is. And, you know, seriously, if you're having brain fog or not sleeping, I'll bet you we can take and look at the stomach being the root cause of maybe what some of those issues are and always working on benefiting the body that way by improving your stomach health. So, Larry, this is your favorite one
A
here.
deep blue. When we were introduced to deep blue, the oil is wonderful because for years and years I suffered with knee pains. I've had some knee operations. Have a little bit of arthritis in one of my knees. Have shoulder pains from playing sports as a young kid and stuff like that. But just the power of these, like I said, we've always taken over the counter things to help with those issues, and they may or may not, they might provide some quick temporary relief, but the long range soothing, the kind of the immediate soothing, but the long range uh, just healing effect that this has was just so powerful. And everybody who's ever tried the deep blue just swears by it. And so the oil is awesome, and it's wonderful to have on hand. But when you have that and try it, you're going to want to try the deep blue cream and
Yeah.
use that.
Well, the deep blue oil is in the kit that we're talking about here today, and that deep blue oil I love to rub on the back of my neck before I go to sleep because it is very relaxing and calming,
Hmm.
and And yeah, we, for the longest time, weren't able to get deep blue rub in India. Now it is available. So you have lots of options and choices there. So yeah, no, I think this is just an incredible product. It actually is one of the number one selling products that we have in the India market now. So we also have this amazing breathe oil. Again, this is another blend of laurel leaf, eucalyptus leaf, peppermint plant, tea tree leaf, lemon peel, cardamom,
Ra- Rav-
ravinacera.
Rav and Sarah.
It's so funny. We practice saying these words, and then when we go to do it live, then we can't
Yeah,
pronounce them. But
that's Rav and Sarah leaf essential oil.
it's a wonderful blend for diffusing. So if you're finding you're having seasonal threats, but I love to put it in a diffuser. You can rub it on your chest to promote feelings of clear airways, which will calm you down and help you with a beautiful night's sleep. A lot of times people use this oil when they're out and about because of the different seasons, the air pathogens. This is just a nice way to help keep your airways clear.
Yeah, people who suffer from seasonal allergies.
Again, this was a very popular oil during the pandemic as well because of that was affecting the respiratory. And so this is a good oil to have in your home. Um, okay, so there are two different diffusers that are available in India right now. One is the Pebble diffuser and the other one is the Petal diffuser. And each one are both just perfect, wonderful diffusers. One of them is a little bit smaller. It has 2, 5, and 10-hour settings for the Pebble diffuser. And the Petal diffuser, this one here, actually has 2, 6, or 12 hours. So it's just a little bit larger bath in it where the steam will come out of the oil or out of the diffuser and it will fill up the room nice in a just subtle, soft way, but it's very effective. They work as a straight stream or an intermittent stream. And the Pebble diffusers for a little bit of a smaller room than the Petal diffusers for a little bit of a bigger room. So here are the two kits that we're talking about today. Each kit has exactly the 10 oils that we just covered. And they both come with the fractionated coconut oil, which is a nice oil to help dilute. If you're putting it on a little person, we like to dilute the oils and or making roller bottles and things like that. But the Healthy Experience kit here actually is 10 oils in 5 ml bottles. That's about 83 drops each. And this kit costs around 11,000, including tax. You guys, we wanted to make sure you know that this is including the tax, and it's 100 PV product value points. And if you wanted to add the Pebble diffuser to that, you can, and the total amount will be this. Now you can buy this kit alone and add the Petal diffuser to it if you wanted, but we just worked out these prices here for you today, so you can compare the difference between 5 ml bottles and 10 and 15 ml bottles, and you're basically getting, it's just twice the price, but you're getting 3 times the oil. So this is the most popular choice that people tend to start out with. So there are two ways to purchase. You can buy that from me retail and or you can purchase it wholesale and become a wholesale member. And a wholesale member will allow you to get it at 25% retail price. You get your own website so you can go on and order anytime you want to, and or you can share these oils with others and actually earn a little bit of an income if you wanted, or a lot depending on how much work you want to put into it. And we also have a program called the Loyalty Reward Program, which is a way for you to earn deeper discounts.
Mm-hmm.
So each month you place an order, you actually get product credit points back. doTERRA wants to reward you for being loyal. And so ordering every month consistently without missing a month, you will actually earn product credit points and increase each month, increase up to a new percentage points discount or points back. So month 1 through 3, you get 10% back in product credit points. Month 4 through 6, you get 15% back. Month 7 through 9, you'll earn 20% back. And 10 through 12, 25% back. And then all the way to month 13, you're actually earning 30% back in product credit points. And this is just really an incredible way to actually get these things, get these beautiful oils at a much more deeper discount. Now, the program is based on product value points. So to maintain it, you need to order at least one thing, and then you'll maintain it, not skipping a month. To earn points, you need to order at least 50 PV so that that way you can earn points. And these points get added to this little bank account that you can use later or anytime to actually get free product. And then if you are doing the business, you will want to order at least 100 PV so that you can earn commissions. You'll want to participate in the product of the club and get the free oil on the by the 15th of each month, and you'll get by doing 125 PV, you'll get a free oil of the month.
Mm.
And so that's really cool. Now, sometimes we have a product promotion, which is 200 PV. And so that's really fun. Guess what, Larry?
What?
So the month of this month, we are having a promotion for February in India for February 2023, in case you're watching this later. If you order 200 PV, you're going to get 4 free oils.
Oh, man.
So yeah, so sometimes you want to look and see the different months and what the promotions are going and make sure you don't miss out on that. I would sure hate to have you order 189 PV where you could have just did a little bit more and bumped up and got those free oils.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
So
that's awesome. I mean, that's an incredible value.
yeah, so you will end up with your wholesale membership plus the loyalty reward program. You can be getting 55% off. And that's really important to mention because a lot of people, when you're first getting started or you first take a look at the price, you think, oh my, this is a little expensive. Let me tell you, you're getting some oils free. So it's not, I mean, how can you be more expensive than
Well, I mean,
that?
when you participate in any of those levels, I
Hmm.
mean, doTERRA always makes it more advantageous and you get more bang for your buck when you do participate at the higher levels.
Yeah. So our goal, you guys, is to really help heal the world. We want to bring these oils to every home, and we're so delighted to be introducing them into India. And whoever invited you to review this video, please reach out to them and let them know that you are interested in joining our revolution of natural health solutions and healing the world one drop at a time. And we're taking this to a whole nother level where we know that we're going to triple the impact by 2030. And so we hope that you join us today. And if you have any questions, please again reach out to the person who invited you to watch this video, and or you can contact us and we'd be happy to support you in mentoring and helping answer any questions that you may have. You can join by just clicking on that QR code, and it should take you to our site and allow you to get your membership now.
Yeah.
Okay, so thank you so much. Anything else you want to say,
I
Larry?
just want to thank everybody for listening and for your valuable time. And please do reach out for us if you have any questions or you'd like to place an order. And we'd love to help you and educate you further on doTERRA essential oils.
Sounds great. So take care, everybody. Bye bye.
Bye.